Hey everyone!
Hi.
Hi.
How are we?
Hi!
Hello.
Oh,
Good
we're
evening.
loud. I feel like we're loud. Or maybe you're just loud here.
It's Saturday night, and here we are.
Saturday night.
It's Saturday night, and we're here to
Fight?
move.
Oh, move. Fight?
Saturday
Da, da, da,
night,
da, da.
and I like the way you move. Be my baby.
It's electric and
It's
cyberpunk.
party time, and not
Alright.
1 minute we can lose.
Noises, party.
baby. Bits for kids.
Bits for kids. Hey, my lord.
It's
Look,
for kids.
he doesn't even care.
Kids?
He doesn't even know how loved he is from.
Zero fucks.
Yeah.
Zero fucks.
How are you all doing? Are we doing okay?
Good.
Yeah?
Doing good. How are you doing, Tom?
Yeah?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, no, I'm good.
I hate my government, and I'm ready to be a punk.
Yeah.
Lem, lem, lem.
Hey,
Um,
at the end of the stream, guys, at the end of today's stream, which is episode 3 of Cyberpunk, that's 6, but all 2 threes. I'm going to be announcing the game we're playing in February.
What? We're still playing a game in February? Oh my god.
The different game we're playing in February.
Oh, my lord.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! What?
Oh my god.
Stay tuned for that.
It's going to be very exciting because I still don't know either. He has told me, I just don't listen.
No short-term memory. Or long-term
No memory, full stop.
No
My
memory.
brain is broken.
This
So,
space full.
to get us into the mood, I'm going to ask everyone to give a quick re-intro to their characters and tell me the most significant thing that happened to them last session. And I'm going to start with Lydia.
Okay, thank you. My character name's Jupiter Knox. She is a purple-skinned, minty-coloured hair. I couldn't do the wig this week, guys. Sorry. Minty-haired woman who is a musician. She, up until the beginning of this game, she'd been doing like gigs online and and trying to weave like political messages into the music that she was writing and performing. And she's sort of spuffed her chances in bars now, I think. But she did the significant thing that happened to her last week. Well, 2 things. Firstly, she started a hashtag, You Can't Knock Her Down, and has started writing a song to try and get people like fired up, try to get people fired up in the streets. And secondly, she held a man while he died.
They are
That was
things that
2 memorable things.
happened.
Memorable.
Michelle.
Yeah. All right. I'm Maria Fitz, and I used to work with these guys, and then we all lost our jobs about a year ago. So I just pick up odd jobs here and there. So I know a lot of people, but I care about my community. And the most notable thing to happen to Maria last week, I think, was we were checking out this man's apartment, and we found a card with Chet's business card. And because I carry around 2 burner phones with me, I decided to give it a call. And worryingly, because spoilers for session 1,
Spoilers for 2 sessions ago.
Chet's dead. We left him burning. And he answered the phone saying he was rather warm. And I think that's quite a memorable thing for Maria.
That's
and then
pretty
she had
memorable.
to destroy that phone because fuck that.
Fuck that. Tom?
What one?
My name is Jeff, and I am at one point technician at the company that we all used to work for. I am now a part-time fixer of criminals' cybernetics and full-time dad to a robot.
an e-boy, if you will.
An e-boy, if you will. I think there's a number of most memorable moments from last game. God, I've gone really posh. There's a number of moments. The first moment, fizzy smoothie for the first time. That was something to behold. Second moment, watching as a what is known to me as a violent criminal was babysitting my e-boy, as it were. Yeah, I guess the sort of revelation at the end of the episode was that Chet has seemingly risen from the ashes.
Crossover?
Oh my lord.
So yeah, that was pretty banging.
Fantastic. We ended last week leaving the building of this high-end apartment block with the dead body of Gast, the solo, in a bin headed for a van headed for MC Toasty's crematorium.
Yeah.
That is where we're at.
I was about to say, so was there, just before we get sort of into it, like, is there any sort of like retroactive like checks that we could make just to make sure that no one saw us cart a dead body out of this?
Self-check.
Well, we're dressed as MC Toasty's workers, so it wouldn't matter if people saw us with a dead body. Cause
Very good point.
We're
Because
crematorium.
we're well known as being the place to.
It literally says, like, doesn't it say crematorium across the butt or something?
It does say crematorium across your collective.
Mine says sick burn.
So, that's not fair. That's cool.
Mine says red hot.
I love it.
Super. Yeah, but if there were any checks you guys wish to make, absolutely let me know.
Yeah, I think so. More so for making sure that we're not being watched by anyone that could have been involved with the death, as opposed to sort of just carting a body out. I guess would be a good thing to check, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Is there a perception? I'm going to go perception because I have a 14 base.
I'm pretty sure there is a perception skill.
Yeah, so that's I rolled a 5, so a nice average roll. We like it. We roll d10s for all of our sort of bits and pieces in Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
So that's 19.
19.
Yeah.
So you're looking specifically to see if you've been seen, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's CCTV up the freaking wazoo, and there's like all throughout the corridors and stuff. There's like CCTV and like mics and stuff. So like it's just heavily monitored like hallways.
Can
I'm
I
really wanting that EMP right now?
Yeah, I was saying, can I do a stealth for us, or like to make sure that we're blending in, and so hopefully we've got like hats and stuff, so those CCTV won't pick up our faces.
I don't think that's going to be a stealth check. I appreciate what you're going for, but
It's a grooming check, isn't it? Can I do
well,
that?
you've already done personal grooming checks, and Jupiter did very well.
Yeah.
So alongside those, if you would like to, I'm assuming there's a performance skill. I'm just scrolling down now. Remember, we have.
I got acting. Can I give it a bit of the
absolutely
old
like give it a whirl.
A bit of the old razzle dazzle.
Oh, that's good. 20.
20, very good. You look the part, but there is always like, I think between the three of you, like you can look the part. Like it's not hard to like kind of just carry something about.
Sorry, I've just realised I rolled a 10.
That's a crit, so you need to roll another 10. Roll another d10, sorry.
So that's 25.
25, that's
sorry.
great. So yeah, like you've done a great job of fitting in. So like if somebody looking through that footage without reason, would have no reason to like pick you guys out.
Cool.
However, your faces and voices have been recorded.
Don't like that.
Right.
I'm doing my best, like Ben Affleck going out to get Dunkin' Donuts with like a cap on.
Oh,
and-
don't, because you're going to drop it all. The body's going to spill out all over your driveway. He's a millionaire, he's fine.
Okay. I think in that case, given the fact that I see all of that kind of footage and whatnot, I'm going to make a mental note to kind of see if MC Toasty's kind of roots go deep enough to maybe, I don't know, wipe that stuff or something like that when we get back. But there's nothing else we can do about that at this stage, really, is there?
I mean,
Do you hack in?
oh yeah, that's going to be like a hacking thing, isn't it?
I'd have thought it'd all be.
It'd be like a Netrunner thing, wouldn't it, to do that?
Yeah. It'd be in the cloud now.
I
Anyway,
have. I'm like great at forgery.
No, specifically, Jeff. A trade, like a real like staple of Night City and the Cyberpunk game is there is no like wider internet.
No.
Oh, okay.
All
It's-
intranets.
You
It's
need to do it from
it's all
here.
separate intranets. So this place has a localized internet.
Okay, that's very interesting.
Oh wait, do we not? I got this memory like someone's got a little hacking device on them.
Don't have
I don't.
hacking. I have a. I have what's a tech tool?
Tech tool.
Yeah.
It's like a
Might be.
multi-tool.
Oh yeah, it's like a tool.
I've got a cyber audio suite, so I am ready to lay down a sweet track.
Well, that's your ear.
Yeah.
I have 2 shoes and a road flare.
I have a computer. Could I try
Two
and?
shoes and a road flare.
I'm just wondering what I would use
It's
forgery for in a tech sense. Is there any way I could, you know, when you do that thing where you cut the audio and then just like loop it, so the 10 minutes we were in there, just cut that out and put in like so have it skip. I feel I don't
Full
know.
speed.
Yeah,
Piano speed.
exactly. That's what I was thinking of.
So to do that, you're gonna have to get into the system.
Okay, can I do that from my computer?
I mean, not from your computer, no.
Okay.
Because you need, I think they're called virtuality goggles or something.
Or,
Okay.
yeah, or we'd need to like go
No,
down to
you
that like.
need a cyber deck. Is what you need.
I do not.
None of us
one
have a cyber
those.
deck.
I don't think.
All right, well, let's just come to terms with the fact that people are gonna know who we are and that there's no turning back
Yeah.
from that, and get this body to Toasty.
Yeah. Let's go.
Seems like the only thing that we can do right now. So yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
What do you think Chet meant when he said that? Well, what do you think it means that Chet is still alive? I mean, he was pretty well immolated when we left him.
Honestly, my brain is spiraling into the realms of the many Chets. I mean, he definitely. Is there like a history check that I can do to think back to when we were fighting him? Like how much he bled, if we sort of saw his innards?
Yeah. You can absolutely do that. I think there's like a memory recall check.
And I guess is there some sort of check that I can make in conjunction with that about? Do we know whether cloning is a thing? Sorry, I don't know Night City. Night City? I don't know the sort of background. Is cloning a thing in Cyberpunk?
Not anything that you're aware of.
I was gonna say I wouldn't know anything of that, but like you know, like you've seen what they can do. Like you can lose like all your limbs and you know people sort you out with cybernetics and stuff. So it's not impossible for him to survive. If his mate's got him out in time.
I can't find memory recall. Could I do concentration?
I used memory recall as a generic term. There's not I don't believe there's a specific skill called memory recall, but I assume there's something that does that. There's a lot of skills in Cyberpunk.
Concentration. To, like, really
Yeah,
think
that's
about
the
something.
closest that I could come looking at the
So
skills.
there's deduction.
Dance.
There's deduction. I'm just going through them now. What is concentration?
Will. It's an awareness stat.
Oh yeah, don't worry. That's not what I was looking for.
It's going to be an intelligence-based thing, isn't it?
Yeah. So there's deduction that would fit that. That's the best one I've seen.
Okay, well, this is going to be absolute shit because, as I've said before,
because I think concentration.
no, she's
is
full
like...
of spirit, but she's got, she's only got 2 brain cells rattling around. That is a full 9.
9 total.
Yeah.
It's good.
I don't think you get anything like it was a horrible situation to be in, and I think not recalling fine detail from that. I think you're well.
But it was mostly mine.
Yeah. You saw
I
some,
don't like those.
but
Right, where are we? Are we out of the building?
do you tell me?
In the van?
Have you gone? You're out to the van.
If we can be in the van, we're like walking and talking. We're out, getting in, and like driving back.
Yeah, I'll start driving.
Okay, no problem.
And actually, whilst we are in the van, I guess I can sort of do a slightly more kind of intrinsic look, like inspection of the body. I'm assuming that this. I'm assuming I know the answer to this, but I'd like to check if this guy has any cybernetics, like specifically sort of like in the head, if at all possible. Otherwise, just sort of like looking stuff all over his body.
I'm going to ask actually for a couple of checks from you, Tom.
Yep.
So I'm going to ask for a conceal/reveal object check.
Cool.
And then I'm going to ask for a cyber tech. Is it cyber tech check?
Yeah. Okay, cool. So I have a base of 8 for conceal reveal object. I got a 6, so that's 14.
Okay. So this guy looks like. So you took the very heavy pistol, the very heavy pistol, the ammunition, and the knife from him. Like kind of like looking into it a bit deeper. His like slate grey pea coat is actually a light armor jack, but gives him 13 armor rather than the 11. Okay.
Nice.
So he's a lot of like really deceptive equipment. He has a subdermal pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sort of like under where his like arm rests.
Okay.
He's got a pocket in his armpit.
Yeah. Or lower than his armpit, like on his rib cage.
Oh, that's lovely.
That's a nice place. Yeah.
That's delicious.
Okay. There's nothing in there.
Right.
However, I think given your knowledge of like the human body and like subdermal pockets and stuff, they're very delicate in nature.
Yeah.
This, I don't know how to describe it without getting really gross, so I apologise. So a subdermal pocket sits flat, like it sits flush with the rest of the skin.
Yeah.
And it usually holds something very small. The
It's slightly
part that
distended.
comes out, the part that comes out is, I'm going to do this here so Tom can see, is like this, as opposed to flush. So it would normally sit like that against the skin, yeah?
Yeah.
Even when it's got something in it. And
Yeah.
then say that this part is the lip that somebody gets out, or
Yeah.
that you put your finger in or whatever, it's actually overlapped with the like main body skin. Like maybe it was like something was taken from within the subdermal pocket without any care.
Okay.
You with me?
So it's kind of the subdermal pocket has kind of prolapsed ever so slightly, essentially.
Yeah, not in like a permanent way. Just like there was just a complete disregard for this person's subdermal
He
pocket.
just ripped it straight out of his lips, and now it's flabby.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Good.
He also does have a cybernetic eye,
Nice.
and his lower legs are like his knees and down are cybernetic.
Okay, cool. So with those cybernetics, the first thing, and probably most important, is I would actually like to, as gross as it is, I'd like to retrieve the eye and the memory banks that the eye sort of contains.
Yep.
If at all
I'm
possible.
going to need a cybernetics check from you to do so.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Base 14, so
Ooh, very good.
it's a good thing because it was bang average. I got a 5 again, so that's 19.
Cool. You retrieve the eye.
Cool. So that's I'm gonna pocket that for later, and I'm gonna go. This Duster seems to be slightly better armor than what I think we all have.
Take it.
Well,
Put
does
it
anybody
on.
else? I mean, it's up for grabs if anybody else wants it.
No, I got a sweet gun, so you stick it on. Or sorry, or you, Maria.
Oh no, I have it. I like my jacket. You
Are
take
you
it.
sure?
Yeah. Look great.
Alright.
That's gonna look really tight. Yeah, you look great.
I'm
That's.
gonna shove it on, pop the collar.
Look at this peacoat. Tell me he's broke.
And can I just sort of take a mental note of what sort of augmentations the legs actually have, if that makes sense?
Yeah. So, you can see that largely they are prosthetic in nature.
Okay, cool.
Given
So
by
it's
the
less
nature of the
augmentation
joint,
and more prosthesis.
given the nature of the joint of the knee, it looks like that Gast was born without lower legs, and they've had to like work their way into the kind of leg, and they are basically better than your average calf and ankle setup. They're like great legs. They're just great legs, is what they are. But like they were like a prosthesis first.
Okay, great. Legs. Awesome. So I think that's kind
Great
of my inspection done. I think I look around to these two as I'm sort of scooping out the eye and sort of say, for later, might have some stuff on it that we need to.
Oh
to
yeah, incredible.
yeah. Sort of like wiping his hands on the new peacoat, kind of. Right. And yeah, I think I'm probably just going to spend a little bit of time in the van, just.
I would say maybe something else that strikes probably all of you is that, given the world that you guys have lived in, this guy's dress is very plain and understated. It's like a black t-shirt. It was a heather grey t-shirt, sorry, and like a slate grey fucking peacoat, and like some jeans.
Yeah. Almost aggressively kind of normal.
Yeah, like beyond normal enough to stand the fuck out in Night City.
Right. Okay.
Like it's like wearing a suit to a rave.
So this isn't
not
like...
even an accent color. You know, it's so hard to see where he's coming from with this whole look. Like, put one flash of yellow. Is that going to kill you? You know what I mean? Like, fuck.
I mean, I'd have thought that if you were trying to, obfuscate your presence, you'd want to. If you were trying to hide, you'd want to hide as opposed to be so aggressively different. Don't you think? Do you think this guy is actually gassed?
Oh.
I mean, it doesn't make sense in my head for him to be so extreme in his clothing choices if he wants to infiltrate and kill the people in this little pyramid.
Well, I
I-
mean, he was wearing. This is what he was wearing when he died, isn't it? Like,
I mean,
maybe he got tired of blending in.
I guess if anyone's gonna know, it'd be Toasty. He might have like footage of him from when he was alive or something, so we'll get answers from him.
Aye, fingers crossed.
Are you? I mean, I see that you're like taking stuff from this body. Are you gonna? Do you have any like projects that you're putting together? You like? Do you just keep them generally for your shop, or what? What?
Oh, what the eye?
Well, like this all the things. Did you just take a whole bunch of stuff from him, or did you just take the eye?
I kind of took the eye and the jacket, and that was kind of it.
Okay.
No, the eye's more so that hopefully we can find some footage of what he was looking at.
I just kind of wondered whether you do a lot of that kind of thing, like reusing stuff and stripping for parts and stuff like that. It must be kind of difficult to get stuff.
I mean, you kind of have to a certain extent. It's I'm hardly flush for cash at the moment, so it's mainly looking as much for the black markets and things as possible, and seeing if I can swap whatever I have for whatever they have. I've been looking for this one guy for ages, but
Oh yeah.
I can never actually get him. He's got some pretty decent tech for pretty low prices, but he's an elusive bastard. So
Oh cool.
Fitz, maybe you can help me out.
What's his name?
Jam Roly Poly, I think he calls himself. It's like a street name, but most people just call him Roly. I think.
Roly.
Have you heard of him?
Don't think so, but I'll ask a few people.
So sorry, Nikki.
I've got a few people I can maybe ask him. What sort of stuff does he do?
I'm looking for some sub audio equipment. I'm looking for some components for a new little thing I'm working on. Weapons, they just get very messy a lot of the time, so it's often easier to take people out without making a mess. So yeah,
That's a good idea. Yeah, that's cool.
I've been thinking about this kind of machine that I can make that kind of uses concussive blasts, like the brown note, the brown note. Have you heard of it?
I mean, yeah, of course. I work around that brown note quite a lot.
Of course, Nox, Jupiter, you're absolutely.
If I can get someone to shit themselves while I play, that's the goal, you know?
Is it? That's your
Shut
goal?
up, Siri. Go away, Siri. Thank you. Sorry. So the brown note, the shit note, essentially like it's for your knowledge, Fitz. It's this sort of decibel level where if you play it out loud, it'll make people shit themselves. I want to take that logic and that kind of technology and make it a far kind of grander scale. So it's essentially
You
kind
want
of
to make a lot of people shit themselves?
essentially. Hey.
I think it's genius.
Thank you. I thought so too. But I can't find Rolly. So if you can find him, honestly, I'd owe you a hell of a lot of time and appreciation because I don't have money.
Well, look, leave it with me. there was a guy I was going to contact to see if he could get me any info on this Ghast fella. I could probably ask him about this Rolly guy as well.
Excellent. I mean, I'd be in your debt. Thank you.
It's alright.
What about you two? I don't think this is going to take up all of our time. Have you got anything planned, or what is the plan now? Are we kind of in danger?
Probably. We take this guy back to Toasty. Tell Toasty what we found, because I've lost that bit of paper that man had, but one of the things on there, I haven't heard of it. Connect? Was that it?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if a Chet can find us, I think we're in big trouble, for sure.
Can I?
Connect. Yeah. Aye. There's it's sound management, lifestyle, max distribution, connect. Was there any else? Were there any others, or?
Yeah, the Connect's the one that's come out from nowhere. There was there's Made, which was us, and the Produce. We're under the umbrella corporation of Summit.
Let me just look through my
And then,
my mind notes.
they were like a sister company to Sound Management.
Hey, Warlock.
Warlock. There you go. That's the one. Warlock. And then who was the umbrella corporation of Warlock?
Max Distribution.
Max Distribution, and then Max Distribution also does sound management.
Aye.
And then there's something above that we don't know. But then they also made this Connect that's like come out from nowhere. So maybe I need look when we stop, I'm gonna give my pal a call, because don't talk on the phone and drive. It's always dangerous, guys. So I'll wait until we stopped.
Right.
And then
Sure, that seems fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give him a bell.
Good to know.
Yeah, I just think for me, it kind of sounds nuts because you guys are doing, genuinely extremely useful things. But I think, this song's been turning around in my head, and I'd like to somehow release the song, and with kind of dual purposes. The first thing would be that I really think that we could, do some good for the people who are a bit downtrodden out there, and have a sense, give people a sense that they can fight back a little bit. I know I've said it before, but I think a lot about those people that are just, essentially missing, that are in Warlock, and also I think that we could make a bit of coin. I think I could just find a way of somehow self-publishing and saying that people can pay what they want, and I wonder if we can get some money or resources or something. I don't know, but I should probably check online to see how it's going. But on the way there, I kind of did some stuff, and people seem to be connecting to what I was putting out, and I just think I want to go with that momentum and rattle the cage.
Hey.
I feel like, if Chet's gonna take me down, which he may well do at some point, I'd rather find a way of leaving something that proves that all of this happened.
Absolutely.
Yeah. If it's any consolation, I don't think you're the only. I don't think he's just coming for you necessarily now.
Oh no, but I don't know. You guys are incredibly capable, and I think that you'll, I don't think anything could could touch you, frankly, but you know, he nearly took me down. So I'm, you know, to say that I think I'll, you know, a stiff breeze could probably waft me away.
Nah, not you. Nothing knocks you down, right?
Yeah, I mean that's the public line, isn't it?
Yeah, you gotta believe it yourself.
Sure. Sounds fake, but sure.
All right, sure.
We've got your back. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
We're all in this now.
I'm so glad that we've been, you know, put in each other's paths again. It's genuinely so lovely to see you guys, and you know, I missed you.
Twists of fate, hey. Twists of fate. Right.
Indeed.
So you rock up in a Toasty's Crematorium van to MC Toasty's Crematorium, formerly Toasty and Sons Crematorium.
Yeah.
What do you do? Like, are you just like getting the body to go be cremated? Like,
why don't I just quickly pop in and see if they've got people that like take over at this point?
so they have like cremation, like genuine cremation people who can just come and like grab the bin and put it in the assembly line.
Well, but we need Toasty to take a look, right? So I'm just going to pop in and see. And,
Yeah.
Yeah, you do that. I'll go give my friend a bell.
I've got to be honest. Literally, as soon as I got the eye, I don't really care about the body. My empathy score is pretty low, so I think I just sort of go.
Not gems.
Yeah.
What is your empathy score?
Bear with me. I will tell you. I don't think it's that low. I'm just playing up to it. Oh no, it's actually okay. I've got a 5.
No, that's pretty low.
I'm currently on 2 out of 4.
What?
I don't give a fuck.
Wow. 2
No,
out of 4.
I'm all empathy then. God,
Yeah.
man. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna go into the facility, grab myself a carbonated smoothie.
Milkshake.
I just cannot get enough of those now. And I'm gonna start kind of like tapping in. Can I don't know. I'm assuming it's just a USB port to my temple and a USB
It's actually
port in
NFC,
the back
mate.
of the eye. But
It's NFC. You just like tap it and it. So Jupiter's gonna go talk to Toasty. Fitz is gonna make a phone call / send a couple of messages, and Jeff's gonna take a look into this eye. Yeah.
yeah.
Cool. So we'll do it in that order. So
Yeah.
Jupiter, you walk into the front office. You see Kelly nursing Calvin, the baby, and then from the back office, holding a like a warm hand towel, comes Toasty. And he looks at you and goes, "What, my size? What are you doing?"
Well, we kind of did the thing. We couldn't save the guy, sadly. I'm sure
What?
that. I mean,
What
you just
guy?
seem to know everything before anyone knows, but
What guy did you save?
the guy, the ghast guy.
You found him.
Yeah, he's
You weren't supposed to be going getting information. Fucking hell, love.
Well, I'd like to say that was because we're very good at what we do, but actually what it was we just tripped over his dead body.
Ah, poor bastard.
I know, and he's
Sure it's
you
him.
know, huh?
Sure it's him.
Well, here's the thing. We did want to just wave that dead body under your nose to take a quick, because he was dressed in a way that was like real gray. You know, and I know that that's not something to judge. People can dress however they want, but not even an accent color, Toasty. You know,
What,
even
like-
you know about accent colors.
Not like a statement shoes.
No,
No, nothing.
no.
Nothing. What colour was
Good. He
he?
had good quality stuff.
So
on.
it was all like
Anyway,
he was all in
carry on,
like
carry-
he was all in one colour, like a bright red, or like he was all in satin silver or something, like a satin silver like
Rick-
jumpsuit or something.
Listen, there was no thought to texture or shine or anything. It was just
It was like a neon green leather jacket or something.
no. I listen. It was an ocean of grey.
What do you mean?
You know, like when you have a color and then you turn down the saturation until there's none, like none.
Like concrete.
You know when that happens?
Yeah.
You just desaturate so much that it's actually at zero, and then it's like grays. That was him. I know, hard, real hard. Anyway, we had this thought. I didn't. My friends had a thought on the way back that possibly it was really someone else. Who
else?
Jeff is looking at through his cybernetic eye. And we just thought that in case you knew what his face was like, we would let you take a look at him. I don't know why you would know what he looks like.
Yeah, I ain't seen the prick in my life.
Okay.
I just heard about his name. I mean, I'll take a look. I'll take a look, see if I recognise him.
I mean, we went there. I probably should have led with this one, which is that we thought we'd killed Chet, but actually we then called his number and he answered. And so here's my question to you, Toasty. Is it possible that he's immortal, a god, an angel, or a clone? Or he has a twin brother. I know twin brother is like really obvious, but like...
You know, it's like more than one person called Chet, right? Like, it's a shit name, but like a couple of people have got to have it. It came
with the same card. It came with like from.
I was in a ramen place about 6 months ago, and a guy and there she was like, "Order for Toasty," and I picked it up, and it was all tofu, and I was like, "This is not my order." And some other fucker came around the corner. He was like, "Oh no, that's mine." He had a wild fucking reverse Fu Manchu moustache. It was a fucking no idea. Yeah, like, you know, names more than what I know. At
like
least
tofu?
4 people called Jupiter.
What? Right. Well, I have to write that down because they have to go.
Go?
All right, I've got a new project. It's only one Jupiter allowed.
It'll fix it.
Right. So, but here's the thing: how many Chets could work at sound management?
I mean, I can ask one of the girls to take a look into their employee records.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, no problem.
That'd be ideal. Yeah.
Like, just whips out his phone, just like, or like his agent, like, does like a message to one of the gals. He follows you out, and you like open up the wheelie bin to show, and he goes, "Never seen this prick in my life."
I'm just going to do a quick. Can I like do the equivalent of an insight check? I've already insight checked him before, and I do genuinely trust him. But
absolutely, I
wouldn't be playing a TTRPG if I didn't have conspiracy theory.
You can do either. It's not really bureaucracy.
Human perception.
Yeah, human perception. That's the one.
We all know how Lydia loves to betray all of our trusts. So
I quite simply don't know what you're talking about. 17.
17. Toasty seems above board.
Yeah.
As above board as a man in his line of work can be, but like he's very blunt. Like he knows so much about so many people. He has no reason to lie to people.
Yeah. Cool. Well, kind of wondering what our next move is. Do you need us to do anything, Toasty? Do you have like do you want to point us in a direction and?
Well, I mean, we're all being hunted.
Yeah. Yeah. So you leave a pause there, like you think I would know how to say the next sentence, but I think, Toasty, you know me well enough that I genuinely never really know what the next sentence is.
We're gonna pause right there. Jeff.
Hi.
You get into the room and you start playing around with this eye, didn't you?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Do you want to give me a cybernetics check?
Yes, absolutely.
So you've got this like it looks, for all intents and purposes, out the front, it looks like a human eye.
Right.
But the back is where it's all like.
It's a good start. That.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So we going for cybertech, yeah, or basic?
Yeah, Cybertech.
Lovely. That's a 10.
A natural 10.
So I re-roll. Yes.
Yes, you
natural
re-roll, add
10.
it.
Re-roll. Got an 8, so that's 18 plus my 14, so that is 32.
32.
Fucking wild.
Cool. Jeff, you start playing around with it, and then you realise like you don't have a screen or anything to plug this into. Like you don't carry this stuff because you've got a cybernetic eye, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So you effectively pull out your cybernetic eye and plug his in, and then you get deja vu, but not deja vu for where you are right now. You experience something that's happened in the past as if it's you. You are looking through a book.
Right.
It looks like to be like a journal. And it's owned by a Miss Tolkien. And you're looking through at some of the pages that say stuff like, it hurts me deeply that my son doesn't appreciate the artifacts that our family holds so dear. I don't know what my child does, and it makes me feel like a failure of a mother. It's stuff like, my son is a stranger to me. The last friend and last family I have wouldn't recognize me in the street. You're like looking through this like leather bound like book, like a fucking like an actual book, and it's lots of like diary messages to that, and then they start to become really repetitive.
Okay.
Like, and it's just stuff like, I don't know if I'll ever see anyone ever again. And it's stuff like feeling like a terrible and great dragon in a world that's forgotten it exists, hoarding these treasures that nobody appreciates. It's lots of like stuff like that. Like it's very flowery language. And then there's this like compressed noise, and then there's like a shudder with like what you see, and just like a small amount of red drips from your chest onto your hand, and you turn around and you see Chet holding a silenced pistol, and they've taken off his like blazer, and he's like rested it over the back of the chair, and he goes, "So I found you, the invisible, the ghost, Ghast. I found you. You cannot hide from me because you're emotional and you come here to your family home. You're an idiot." And it clouds you, and you see him like smack you on like your forehead as if he's like tapping you with like the barrel of this gun. It's like, "You're an idiot. This fatal flaw, this chink in your armor, these feelings that you hold so dear, these people that you think have value and they don't. All of this wasted on you. You could have had an empire. You could have sold this garbage to people that care, people that still think feelings matter. And then what? You could have had it all. Millions, billions and more. You could have owned this fucking city. And you wasted it. Opportunity is squandered on the likes of you. And it's time for me to reap what you failed to sow." You then spit blood in this person's face. He goes, "Disgusting. This viscera that fills you. I'm not even going to give you the courtesy of a quick death." And then like you feel yourself being like kicked like in the knee, and you feel your knee like buckle backwards, in like like you knowing what you know about cybernetics, it's a known hit. Like it's somebody has gone. I know that I can and then you fall to the floor. You see Chet begin to walk away, and he goes, "And hey, if you make it out of here and somehow change your mind, fucking call me." And like throw his card on the floor. He picks up his blazer and walks out. He goes, "Anyway, I've got a show to catch." And just the door slams and like doesn't shut properly. You see it like, and you begin to see yourself like you're crawling forwards, and then you just kind of like fade to black.
Great. Fuck. And I go to sort of find.
And we're gonna leave you there, Maria.
Yeah.
What are you doing? So you got some calls to make.
Yeah, I'm pulling out my last burner phone. And I'm gonna send the address of the apartment building we've just come from to Jarvis. And then with a message of got a job, give me a bell. And then I'm gonna send another message to another Jarvis that I'll send the address of what's it called? What's the club called? The Fox something?
Fox feet. Fox's feet.
Fox's
Yeah.
feet.
Completely forgotten for a second.
The Fox's feet, and also say, I've got a job for you, give me a bell.
Okay, you get two identical messages back, like almost immediately saying, "I don't talk on the phone."
Really? Oh, really? Alright. Do I know where to go for these
You in your dealings with them in the past, you basically just have to send them the details of what you want, and then they send you a price, basically.
Alright, well, then to the one at the hotel I send Gast, and then like a brief description of this guy, and then to the other one I basically send Chet's information.
You don't have any information on Chet.
Oh, not like information. I'd go, Chet looks like this. Last seen here.
Never not a douchebag.
Yeah, like that kind of thing.
Yeah. Super. So you do that. Are you doing anything else? Are you looking for this jam roly-poly character?
Oh shit, yeah. Who would I know?
You put like just a general buzz out, like you're looking for a guy named Jam Roly-Poly.
Yeah.
And then like just fully out of the blue, like maybe like 10-15 minutes after this, you get a phone call, but it's not your ringtone. It's like this like really intense like German like Eurobeat. It's like dunk, 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 dunk,
Yeah, okay.
That's Eurobeat, sure, right? That's what music sounds like, guys.
That is roly-poly.
Do you answer?
What's it ringing on? Is
Your-
it my burner phone or my agent?
Whatever details you gave out.
Oh, that would be my burner phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I answer it.
Cool. It's like, hello? Not
Alright.
my voice at all. Hello?
Rolly?
Yeah? This is the Rolly?
Oh, it's amazing. I've got a friend who's looking for you. Don't worry, nothing bad. Wanting to do business, that's all.
You wish to buy Rolly's music?
Music, you sell music. Oh, you do sound systems, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got a friend who wants some stuff. What? How can we do business? Is it? Do I need to tell you what we want? Is there like a place we can come?
Just come to the shop.
Alright, where is it? Can you
He,
text
like-
me an address?
Yeah, he like pings you an address.
Yeah.
It's just like a hi-fi shop basically.
Excellent.
Maria's just moaning to herself like, Jeff can't find him. He didn't even. I bet he didn't even look. He's not going to walk into your shop, Jeff.
I don't know how to Google.
So these things will happen. Maria, you get a time and a rendezvous from both of the Jarvises that you messaged, and it's the same rendezvous at the same time. It's an abandoned subway station.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, but then these all happen at the same time. So those like individual points will happen. What do? Do you all guys all attempt to reconvene?
Yeah,
Well, I'm mid-conversation with Toasty, so I would never leave a conversation with Toasty until I had been bidden adieu.
Yeah, I'd go in. I assume everyone's.
Jeff's in the Jupiter and Toasty are by the van. Jeff is in the little like waiting room as soon as you've walked off somewhere to have a conversation. So where do you go, Maria?
Oh, I probably would have just walked away, and then I'll just walk back once.
To where Jupiter and Toasty
I was probably stood near Jupiter and Toasty as they were having a conversation.
They've just come back at the outside.
Oh, they've come outside. Okay. Yeah. Then I would have just been waiting by the van.
Cool. That's fine.
Then.
So yeah, Toasty's like, well, we're being hunted. We need to find out who's hunting us. At this point in time, we have no idea. Absolutely no idea who could possibly be hunting us and this rando named Ghast.
Right. So it's definitely.
Fucking hell, Jeff.
So it's hi, Toasty. Pleasure to see you again.
I've had far too many energy drinks for you to be sneaking up on me.
Hi, sorry about that. Take a smoothie. Listen, it's definitely Chet. I don't know
What the guy you set on fire?
Wait, what's Chet?
And I kind of sort of throw the eye in the air and catch it again. Fumble, drop. I go, right, so it's...
It rolls down a drain.
Oh, fuck. Well, that was Ghast's cyber optic, and it was definitely Ghast. He's definitely dead, I hope, now. Chet does seem to be the one that is... that found Ghast, and Chet is the one that killed him. He said something about not being able to reap what that it's time for him to reap what Ghast failed to sow. Said that he could have had an empire. He could have sold all the artifacts in the house and got a small fortune, and he also said that he had a show to catch. Now I don't know whether this kind of puts us in a bit of a driver's seat, because obviously it was only like an hour or two ago that this happened. I don't know whether we can track Chet down. Chet doesn't know.
Does it seem like he did that? He came to my show, and then we have no idea where he went after that to get healed up, and if he didn't die in that fire, then he could literally be anywhere.
Yeah, right. Is that the kind of
so you don't have a set timeline thing, because like it's kind of deja vu-y. It seems like that's probably the most likely.
Right. Okay. In that case, that was me misconstruing the sort of.
Oh no! You were had little information.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll go. Yeah, that's probably a good point. Right. So, well, at the very least, we know that it's Chet that we need to look out for at the very least, and we know what he looks like. Toasty, I can show you exactly what Chet looks like if you don't already know. What about you two? Have you found anything out?
Look, I put a couple of feelers out. I've got us a meeting point. Go. Got a couple of friends. Sent one of them see if you can get me any info on Chet, and the other one see if you can get me any info on Ghast. Got a meeting in like how long ago? How long have we got? until this meeting?
You got about 3 hours because
Alright.
they like to hack. You still need to physically go to a
Yeah,
place first.
Look, we've got in like a couple of hours, few hours, go meet them, and hopefully they've got information for us. So until then, I think this may be our safest place for us. Maybe we just hide out here for a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking about, Toasty was saying like we got to work out who it is that's trying to kill us, and Chet has an official job, like a job card job, with sound management, but that doesn't necessarily mean that isn't a cover job for what he actually does, right?
For sure.
So he could, because let's face it, A&R guys, they don't really need to go around killing artifact curators, and so I would imagine that he is not higher up the scale, but if we're looking at our little piece of paper that we've got, I'm going to go up. I mean, maybe he definitely works for one of these guys, one of these companies. It's just which one. Probably not Made. Probably not. We don't want to look down. We maybe want to look up.
We need to find more info about this Connect place as well, right? Like, because it wouldn't surprise me if he was actually working for them or something to do with Connect. Because they're...
Well, why don't you go see what the girls can figure out?
Yeah. I mean, those girls are incredible. Yeah.
You followed by Toasty, head on in. You like post up behind Shannon's desk, and Toasty's like, right, love, looking for a company called Connect and a man named Chet. Did you get his surname?
Is it on the card?
It is, yeah. Likely.
Lychee.
Likely.
Chet Lightly.
Oh, likely. Okay.
Chet Likely.
Chet Lightly.
She starts like... Oh, she got a natural 10.
Oh.
Hey.
Oh, she did.
Fucking go on, Shannon. She's like... Yeah, loves, there ain't no one called Chet who works at sound management. And...
I bet she's got really good nails, like on
It's just
point.
incredible nails.
Yeah. So that
Like they have
really
like
click
they have
on
little like LEDs on, like they're like flashing. She's like,
I think I'm literally just sort of like over her shoulder, sort of going, right, yeah, right, okay.
yeah, she's like,
Oh, by the way,
so,
while
How'd you do that?
Shannon's doing this, but yeah, by the way, Jeff, I found your roller guy. Turns out he's not that difficult to find. He's got a fucking shop, Jeff.
Right,
I
well,
totally-
Your neighbour, Jeff.
well, look, when you're trying to find someone that's so underground, you're looking under the ground. You're not looking up on the shelf.
All right, that's fair.
You digging holes again?
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Let's assume, yeah.
But thank you for
hiding in plain sight. But you said
Jeff,
it's covered.
when Maria gives you the address, you just have like a real moment when you realise it's about 4 doors down from your shop.
Oh.
Wait, I would know that then. I'd know the street Jeff works on. So it's like, it's, yeah.
It's Neon Street, right, guys?
Yeah, Neon Street. Don't
Hey.
you walk past that? I know you don't leave the shop a lot, but it isn't that far from you.
All right, yeah. Look, I fucked up. It's, but thank you for
Alright.
finding it for me.
Alright.
And I will just go and mend my broken ego. How about that?
Just call me Siri next time.
So Shannon's like powering through all these like company records and stuff like that, and then she's just like, yeah, so actually that Connect place actually doesn't have any employees at all. No registered employees, no CEO. It seems to be like a shell company that's just buying up small businesses.
Is this Connect? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
It is in fact owned by a cybernetics company. And
one?
that cybernetics company has one employee who also has the powers of attorney over the Connect business.
Who's
Does
that?
does
And
this
Max
person
Distribution.
and Max Distribution? Does this person have a name?
I can't find anything. It's sealed.
Yeah.
We need a
Even for
hack.
you.
Is it like sealed? Like we'd need a hacker to get through into that information, or
It's just like sealed by the government or something. Like it's just like
Yeah.
this is not going to be public record.
right? Okay.
She does a little bit of looking, and she's like, oh, so the company that owns Connect used to be two companies. One robotics company
Right.
and a distribution company.
Distribution.
Yeah, a digital distribution company. So there's a company called Electronic Transportation has been bought or merged with a company called Cybernetic Humanoids.
I'm back on the Chet is a droid train. Surely, guys. Surely.
I mean,
Come
mate,
with me
I
on
mean,
this train.
I think it's more likely than he's an angel or whatever it is you said.
And she just goes, a what?
Wait,
I knew he was... Wait,
wait, did
what?
you think he was an angel? Venus? Venus?
No.
Venus.
Jupiter.
We are trying to make this fantasy, aren't we? It's like getting it all in the...
Trying desperately, like, can I cast a spell, guys? Something.
Is it
I
a god?
beg you, just let me cast a cantrip.
So as she's like, yeah, so if I can find, and you basically just find, she finds this really fucking boring merger document, and it's like declaration of intention to merge businesses. Cybernetic Humanoids and Electronic Transportation seeks permission from the Monopoly Committee to merge into one business. And it's this long, like, wordy document.
I have a question.
Yeah.
When you say a distribution company, is it like Made was a distribution company?
No. So
Oh,
Made
okay.
is not a distribution company.
Oh, okay.
Made
sorry.
is a robotic maid company that
Right.
also does
Yeah.
distribution.
Okay.
This is electronic distribution to a level unbeknownst to Night City. This
Right.
is akin to our modern internet. It would basically
Oh,
be
shit,
like
okay.
reviving worldwide email.
Shit. Okay.
So she's like, yeah, cybernetic humanoids, electronic transportation.
All right. Can I put that information into my? I've written computer, but I feel like it is a cyber deck.
It's not cybernetic, they're two different things.
They are two different things.
Yeah.
All right. Then my computer, which I assume is like a little,
Yeah,
Like-
so
just so I can pass it over to Jarvis as like information. Like here's the information.
you start typing. What do you put into your computer?
Basically that information that Shannon just told us.
I
that-
need you to say what you put in your computer.
So what was it? Electronic distribution.
You put both company names in the computer.
Yeah.
So you type cybernetic humanoids
Yeah.
and electronic transportation,
Yeah.
and immediately you get sent to a web page.
Oh.
But just by typing those 4 words, and it's an all black web page, and in white text along the front it says cybernetic humanoids, electronic transportation. The words disappear, all leaving the first letters, and they merge together, and it says
Fuck
Chet
you.
is coming soon.
God.
I'm so mad. So mad, and I'm so happy.
Hey, you know what though? It's still something. Look, Jarvis is great. I reckon he can like find something from this. So yeah, come at me all you want, Chet, you little piece of shit. I ain't afraid of you.
I'm
So,
afraid of it.
I am. Can we? Right. Okay. So this presumably means that there's a cybernetic droid army that is coming to find and kill us. Is am I correct to assume that? Do you think?
I mean, someone's coming to kill us.
Okay. 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 Cool. And did you say this Jarvis that you know, that you know, they're looking into who Chet is, or?
Well, I've got one of them on Chet, but I feel like Shannon's found that out now, and the other on this Ghast fella to see.
You could ask the other one to take a look into what's happening at the warehouse, or
Yes,
any number
I'll
of
do
things,
that.
actually.
I'll message them quickly. That's like scrap that. Look into the warehouse and give them a warehouse, and I want to give Jarvis number 2 the as much information as I can without them knowing enough that would warrant them getting killed. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I need to I lost my job here. I need to know what's going on.
Yeah, cool, that's fine. Yeah, so they're going to go off, and I'm going to do a short series of roles if you would like to talk amongst yourself, because net running is a whole thing.
Oh, so your Jarvis is net running.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just generally, do you think that we could? I know we got a couple of hours before we need to do something. Could we set up a little music video, and get this song recorded and
I would look. I reckon we could bash out a quick music video. Look, I love the movies, and it's a little hobby of mine. But I'd like to make a little film. So I reckon
oh my
we could do
god,
it.
it's gonna be so great. And you know what? The three of us doing this little project in this couple of hours, and we've got literally, have you seen how many incredibly well-presented women there are in that room behind computers? If we can convince them to do a little kind of flash mob, kind of dance or whatever, then we've not only got a song, but we've got a music video. I know
don't
they're
think
very
we want
busy and they're not just women to hire, but
We don't
if they
want
just
their
wanted to
faces though. No. I appreciate what you're doing, but
Yeah, I'm really
faces
not
is
comfortable with you
everything.
endangering my employees.
I think look, I get what you're saying, but we need just you alone. Okay?
Okay.
Hear me out.
just trying to make it a little bit more oofy, but yeah.
Also,
okay,
we've got
okay.
no audio
I'll make
visual
you the
equipment
director. You can be the director.
Yeah.
here. Yeah, we've got no audio visual equipment in this building.
We could go get some audio equipment.
I'm gonna sort of open the grate that the eye fell into and kind of fish around. I've got visual.
I got a bit of, I think we can patch together what we've got.
Yeah.
And
I can
do
feel something
yeah.
on my agent and do some bits on my phone. It won't be amazing, but we can get a powerful message out there, I reckon.
I'm going to
I get
ask
it.
somebody to make
Get
a
it.
check in a second.
Alright.
And it's going to be... I need a composition check.
Wait,
Ooh.
can I request what I'd like to make? The reason
What-
Mine
what check?
would be the composition, I
I
think, wouldn't
have photography and film.
That's not what this is about. Trading check.
I can
And
do a trading check.
and is there a general intelligence check? Actually, everyone just give me an intelligence check.
Just adding our intelligence score to. Okay,
What
great.
is photography and film then?
You're not making a music video right in saying that.
Oh, okay.
This is a different check.
Okay,
That's
okay.
what I said.
That was a 16.
Cool.
13.
Sorry, is this just general intelligence?
It's kind of miraculous for her that she got 13, frankly.
Why can I not?
What's your intelligence?
Oh,
I think that's
9.
9. So what's your total was 9. So Jeff you have a redeeming moment when you realise, oh fuck, I need to go to Rolly's shop and buy audio fucking equipment. His shop that sells audio visual equipment. Like the actual just shop you can go and buy audio visual equipment in. Rather than using a phone and somebody's stolen cybernetic eye.
We're very much still in kind of
D&D, where you're like, all I have is what's in my bag and I can't go and get things.
kind of orphan D&D sort of style, where all I've got
I've only got 8 aubergines.
I'm okay, great. So that's I say that I go, well, I mean,
do you still need to get
magnets? And actually, that's something that before we sort of like part ways to do our, unless we're not parting ways, I will just say to Toasty, Twisty, I was working on just like a small project for myself, more than anything else, but it seems that with the way that things are going right now, I'd quite like a bigger version. I was looking for sort of electromagnetic pulse kind of devices. Would you know of anywhere that does a big magnet?
Jeff, I need you to be deadly serious with me. What's it for?
I mean, my my current
Sound noise.
no?
As in, what do you want to use the electromagnetic pulse for, Jeff?
The EMP would be for a potential army of chits coming at us at any given moment. I understand that
Jeff?
You have some very sensitive equipment downstairs, and I promise it won't go anywhere near
Jeff,
that equipment.
I need you to come with me for a second.
Okay.
We're going to my office. And
Okay.
you
I
follow...
look at
You gonna kill him?
What?
You're so serious.
Nah.
Oh, it's nice
We
knowing
can't
you,
read your tone, but it kind of seems like you're taking him away to kill him.
Nah, it's fine. I'm just trying to help, right? All of you go into his office, and it's like like a full, like, it's basically a sofa in front of a TV. Like it's like a 2021 living room, not a 2077 office.
Yeah.
And he goes, look, I appreciate the three of you are sticking your necks on the line for this, but also your necks are already on the line by extension by being hunted down. I made all of those girls a promise that they'd be all right. And if you're doing what you need to do, it's going to help them. I want to give you every chance you can to help them. I don't have giant magnets. I don't.
Shit.
There's the travelling black market in Night City. There's 4 unmarked black vans. They sell all sorts of shit. But you cannot spend money there, because that's easily traced. They trade in antiques. I'm willing to put up the money. And he pulls out this like wooden box, and he goes, in this box is 3 million EPs worth of antique. It's like this big, it's like a shoebox. And he goes, this is some of the oldest technology in recent history.
Is it a Switch?
You can trade this.
It's a Nintendo Switch.
You can trade this
It's a Wii.
for the magnets.
Are you sure?
Jeff,
Spice Girl CDs.
if we're going to save the lives of those 30 women and their approximately 12 children, it's hard to keep track.
So fertile.
And he hands you the box.
Well, thank you. And I think I'll just open the box ever so slightly. If we're going into a full-on sort of Shaun of the Dead with the vinyls kind of moment with CDs, then I swear to God.
You're not. You open this box and inside it's like sponge and felt lined, and like in the dead center is a piece of red plastic with a clear plastic chamber filled with water and some little plastic rings and some little like sticks, and then it's a red top and there's these yellow buttons on the bottom. It's one of those like bubble puzzles.
I love these things so much. And that's a deal. That's a fucking steal for that piece. That beautiful piece of. Oh my god.
Jeff,
oh god.
Ever since they banned plastics, it's been impossible to make these. This is to my knowledge, this is the last bubble puzzle in existence. Jeff, look me in the eyes. I'm deadly serious. This is the last water bubble puzzle in existence, and it's easily worth 2 to 3 million EP.
Yeah.
Toasty, he just dropped an eye down the drain. Why did you hand it to him?
It's important, Jupiter.
Okay.
So it's like when kids keep dropping, or kids keep hurting themselves on things that don't, they're cutting themselves on like bits of wood and stuff. You give them a
Like
very
a
sharp
paper,
sword,
yeah.
just to really kind of like.
You know, when like the thing that comes to mind, which happens all the time.
So when you give a dog a gun.
Yeah, like when a kid keeps getting a paper cut, so you give him like a grenade, and you're like, just work it out. Yeah.
None of you should have kids.
So much wisdom.
I have one.
But yeah, he hands you this box, and there's been no plastic production in a long time, and plastic has been like actively outlawed and taken because it got used a lot, like during like huge between it being outlawed because of how bad it was for the environment and how expensive it came to produce, and how valuable it was during the kind of war that was like preceding the kind of like building of Night City. It's like just so hard to find. Like basically everything that wasn't just like, it got to the point where like people were raiding homes for plastic to send to the war effort. So like for something to survive, it's like a genuine, to a collector, it's worth a genuine amount of money.
Yeah. Okay, great. Well, thank you. We'll keep it safe and.
Well, this was supposed to be my retirement, but.
Well, you can't retire if you're dead, I guess.
And I also can't retire with a clean conscience if the three of you and those 20 to 30 women out there are also dead.
Right, yeah. We'll make sure that we get a good price for these, and hopefully we all get to retire at some point in our lives because of it. How about that?
Let's hope.
Yeah.
All right.
Right, let's go see Rolly. Come on, everyone. I guess we're taking the van.
Well, you're not going to be able to haul equipment anywhere.
Yeah.
And you're not going to be able to fit all three of you on your old bike.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys drive up in a van. You guys get to Rolly's shop, and you can basically. So the audio-visual stuff that Jeff needs and that you need, it's well within your abilities to purchase.
Okay. Between
the three of you, that is not a challenging thing to get a hold of. But you guys can get a camera and the hard drive, and then Jeff, can you give me, or can somebody give me a bargaining check to basically try to buy trading? That's it. Yeah.
On it.
To basically try and buy the parts that Jeff needs, so Jeff doesn't have to buy a shit ton of speakers and stuff to pull apart. Yeah.
Retrofit.
I just rolled a 10.
So roll again. Fucking go on, guys.
So we're on a 23 so far.
Only good rolls.
29.
29. Yeah. You can buy the parts. Jeff, you're a few doors down from your workshop, so you can really speed this up by going and putting all the stuff there. Where do you guys want to film this music video? And also you need to go to the abandoned subway to go and see the Jarvises.
Why don't we?
While they're doing that, I'll just polish up the song and make sure.
Do you want to give me another composition check?
Yeah. I'm going to stick my luck into this, I think. I'm going to stick
it right in.
Did you replenish your luck after you rested?
I completely forgot that luck was actually a thing in this game, and I will need to start using it.
Yes,